Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at AVAX, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check a couple of key factors, see if this short position we have open with our community is still viable. We took 21% in 18 hours there. A short we took after my analysis from yesterday. So again, congrats if you're in profit. And if you're considering jumping in, let's see if that's worthwhile. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is pulling back pretty hard. And if we lose that 69,000 mark, we could very well see a run from AVAX to the downside. Either way, those things are all present. So if you want a better trading opportunity for yourself and or your family, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. You can register to become a better trader. I have a trading academy, more specifically something you should definitely watch and learn from, community and signals group. Obviously check that out in your own time. So what we want to look at here, of course, is liquidation. So when we look at liquidation levels, we can see there's a lot of liquidation at 60 down as low as 59.50. So we talked about this yesterday being a point of possibility. However, you got to recognize too, though, that when you look at the bigger picture, there's a lot of reasons why AVAX is not looking strong, and that that reason alone, we shouldn't expect those levels to be swept. Okay, so I think $60, even though it was the likelihood a couple of days ago, I even talked about, I think on Monday, how AVAX looks like it's probable. When we got rejected very hard at that $58/$59 mark, it made sense. The momentum has since shifted. Okay. If we take a look at the larger time frames here, this last 7 days, again, a liquidation, we got some areas down as low as 50, upwards of about 52. Okay? So 50 to 52 could be a very obvious area that gets swept here, and we can kind of see, just to quickly put that on the charts, this is that area of liquidation that we see, and we're trending really close towards that right now. Okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of a free fall if Bitcoin loses 69K, because it's not looking great right now. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there for this guy. So let's take a quick look here and just double check a couple of things. So what we want to look at here for AVAX would be the daily time frame, and just kind of give you perspective on a few key factors here. First of all, we're testing the 20-day SMA, which isn't a bad thing, but it would be important for us to continue to maintain above that. We have this ascending trend line that we discussed yesterday being an important level. We were close to breaking below that yesterday, and now here today it's pretty official. We're down below. So that's an important trend line to lose, implying that we have more likelihood of the price pulling back. Keep in mind, a lot of times the price can come back up to retest this as a bearish retest there, and to reevaluate that ascending trend line as a resistance instead. We'll talk about that later, just saying that's a possibility. Another thing too, of course, is also important to recognize is the low amount of volume in this coin. Okay, it's been range bound with low volume. That's never a great sign. Concurrent with that and Bitcoin looking pretty poor, it's just kind of a cause for the price action to want to continue lower. We do see MACD is diverging still. We're getting closer to 50, which is a consolation, of course. Could see a bounce there, but generally speaking, this is not a great look. However, you got to recognize that we're still over 50 on the RSI on the daily, so we're not like in bear town per se, but we're breaking bearish, right? So actually, that's a good name for a potential movie, right? Instead of Breaking Bad or Breaking Bearish. Okay, so we'll just put that up there. Okay, so let's look at the 4 hour and see what's going on. Double check a couple things here. We're breaking back into this range, holding so far so good. $53 has been a common area of support for this coin. As you can see, the most amount of volume right there too. So losing 53 would be a pretty big deal. That would imply that the price action, if it comes down here, would come up and potentially reject off of that level. Okay, so there's a consideration for that. Keep in mind, again, volume's been very low here. We lost 50 on the RSI, and money flow index is now below that level. Generally a bearish sign. So you can see as well, MACD is diverging too. When we took the signal yesterday, we were starting to lose that level, and we were barely testing the 20 and the 50-day SMA. We're below all three of those. Only thing last saving grace we have is at $48. Remember $48? That was a key level resistance. 200-day SMA hanging out right there at that level. So I would say if the price continues to run past $50, 48 would be a pretty solid support level. And again, it's not massive, but it is a level that's been retested a few times over the past few months. So just something to kind of be mindful of. Hourly time frame here, let's go ahead and double check this. This is just kind of not pouring salt in the wounds per se, but this is basically just letting us know that we have full confirmation that you want to leave your short position open. There's no reason to close it. As that goes for my community members here, 21% in 18 hours. We're going to continue to add to that. Our next target at 50 to 29, I think is very, very likely at this rate. We just got to lose this little support level here. We lose $53 today. I think it's a pretty sure shot. Pending Bitcoin continues lower. Again, if Bitcoin just shoots up to 72K, AVAX will try to recover. It'll probably do very well. In fact, it recovered moderately well with those manipulation wicks from Bitcoin, but at this point here, just all sorts of nonsense to the downside. So the long story short here, easy way to understand it is that AVAX is on its way down. It's more likely to continue to decrease than increase at this point. We may see a slight relief rally if Bitcoin can come back up to 70K, but there's a stronger probability we're going to get a rejection off 53, or we come up here to do a bearish back test there and effectively reject off that, which is coincidentally right there where the cloud's hanging out. So a lot of reasons why a long position is not viable. You insist on a long position, low leverage, low position size, take your profit quick. You might be able to get a little run up, but I think that's less likely here. Quickly to note here, TD sequential, we're hitting a 5 here. We got a little bit of a reset previously, so we got a good 4 to 8 hours, probably closer to today's candlestick closure before the price action bottoms out. So I'm speculating we're going to see this price continue to run. Just makes sense. So be careful out there, folks. Again, congrats to our community members. If you want that for yourself, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below. We do have a lot of new members coming over. Make sure you read through our signals guide. It is imperative that you understand the difference between my day trades and my swing trades. Do not day trade if you're not a day trader. If you're not going to watch it like a hawk, don't do it. Set it and forget it. Just use my premium versus the premium plus if that is the case, because a lot of people confuse that and doesn't make any sense. At least if you're not going to actively watch it. Remember, folks, never turn a day trade into a swing trade. If you are a day trader, choose that and do that. If you're a swing trader, do that and stick to it, right? Wearing multiple hats in trading almost always gets you destroyed, okay? Same position, size, same amount of leverage every single trade. Trust me, folks, you'll be much more consistent that way. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, last but not least, trade Bitunix. Awesome exchange, link down below, $5,500 in benefit rewards. And obviously, if you want to utilize them, if you use my link, you get some nice benefits, but no KYC or VPN required for this exchange. That's why we use them, and that's why they're beneficial. Thank you again, Bitunix, and thank you too for liking the video, commenting below. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you.